Hey everybody. So we have an update for the infected. And I'm here on the Steam store and I am reading their update for you so you don't have to. Okay, let's start with this. It's update version 4.0, localization and winter update. Hi everyone. This version 4 update introduces localization, see below for languages supported, some tweaks to the winter season to enhance the survival challenge, some new content, bug fixes, general changes, and balancing. No start will be required. See below for the complete list of changes and additions. Please report any bugs to the bug report section here on Steam. Have a wonderful day and stay safe. Okay, localization section. Below is a list of added languages to the game. I will be adding even more languages as time goes by. Players can change the language. Culture, top left of the main menu UI. So right over here in the main menu is going to be where you can change the language that you read. And I won't go through it. Well, the list is French, Italian, German, Spanish, which is Spain, Finnish, Portuguese, which is Brazil, Russian, Swedish, Turkish, Korean, and simplified Chinese. All right. Winter changes section. Okay, this should be interesting. The following changes were implemented to the winter season to enhance survivability difficulty and add some realism. All right. Animal spawns reduced in winter. Plan for your protein wisely. Water now freeze in the winter months, locking out the ability to fish. So I wonder, are they going to give us the ability to break the water so we can temporarily get access to water or maybe do some fishing and then have it freeze over again, which would, be very realistic, but we'll see. It looks like it's going to be, the fish will be gone. Okay, so winter is going to be very interesting. So 2 to 3 days will be very interesting in the game because right now winter usually lasts about 2 to 3 days because of how fast time or the season goes in the game. All right, when water sources are frozen in winter, water can be obtained by adding snow to your flask and boiling, same as you would for dirty lake stream water. Simply look at the ground where there is snow to pick it up in your flask. Keep in mind that as the temperature shifts, it is possible for the lakes to freeze before the snow flies. So having some full water bases as an emergency water source is useful. Plants in the plant bed will now die if below 0 degrees. The warmer indoor temperatures from forages, stoves, and coal heaters will allow plant bed plants to grow indoors. Okay, wow. That's interesting. Okay, I don't know how much harder this is going to make things, but this is really, really interesting. I just want to go through the winter months to see what it's going to be like. All right, added snow footstep sounds in the winter on snow. Okay, added random cold snaps and blizzards in the winter season. These will only last a short duration, 3 to 6 minutes in January and February, but may be impossible to survive without being indoors. Oh, that's very, very interesting. So there's Frozen Lake. And over here is just snow falling, seen around probably the land and the area in the game. Okay, let's look at this. Temperature and heat changes to the player character. All right, this section. I have made changes to how heat and bases are handled. Okay, so by the way, this I believe this came out today, Sunday. So I just did the update on my game. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. Regular update by Infected posted Sunday, October 4th. So I apologize for not pointing that out. Okay, temperature and heat changes to the player character. And yes, I do believe you do need to make an update to your game in the usual manner. Alright, I have made changes to how heat in bases are handled. Coal heater. Added a new way to heat your base as. Coal could be obtained with the new mineral extractor and is a great source of fuel. Okay, so this brings up some interesting thoughts to me. I have multiple bases in the game, so I wonder what I'm gonna do about the food that I have stretched throughout the world. Because I have a bunch of bases where there's just food sitting in planters, because the food in the plant beds doesn't ever go bad. It doesn't. You could just leave it there for ever and ever and ever. So I'm guessing that all that stuff is going to be dead by the end of winter, because there's no way in the world I'm going to go to every base and stoke up the forages just to keep that stuff warm. I'm going to pick a base and focus on keeping that one going. The rest of them I'm just going to let go, and we'll worry about them maybe when summer and spring, summer, and fall come, and when there's more content to do right now. Right now the content is survive winter. That seems to be the focus on this update. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Coal could be, I'll go back to this again. Sorry. Coal heater. Added a new way to heat your bases. All right. We already said that. Coal could be obtained with the new mineral extractor and is a great source of fuel. Okay. Some alterations to how forges, stoves, and coal heaters heat interiors. If you are within the range of one of these heat sources within a base while the world temperature is less than 23 degrees Celsius, your base temperature will be adjusted to 23 degrees Celsius. Okay, heat sources with a base of world temperatures, which does not include clothing currently equipped, which will also add to your temperature reading. If you are in range of one of these above heat sources, but either not in your base or in a base that is not sealed, they will increase heat by 5 degrees. Okay. I'm not sure what exactly that means. All right. Reduce the speed in which the body temperature adjusts through world temp to prevent widespread temperature swings. Okay, so when we leave the base, our temperature will kind of change, but it won't be too extreme. Okay, I guess that's the coal heater. All right, let's take a look at this. All right. Okay, so this is the coal heater. We got to get that made. Some other new content added. Coal obtained by the mineral extractor. Added. The mineral extractor runs on oil and does not require power. The extractor randomly extracts only stone and coal in the current build of game, but plans to have it extract other things. Other things are in the works. So right now we just get stone and coal from the mineral extractor. That's fine. We'll look at this real quick. Okay. Added. Circular saw bench. Runs on oil and does not require power. This saw bench is an upgrade to the regular saw bench. Players can place 8 logs in a log stand attached to the saw bench, and each log gives 4 planks instead of just 2. Okay, that's kind of nice. Circular saw bench. So let's add it. It's not... This saw bench is an upgrade, so we would upgrade the regular saw bench. This isn't a new thing, it's just upgrading the regular saw bench. Alright, so there's the mineral extractor. And down here is... okay, so that's the circular saw bench. I'm assuming that this is an attachment. We're going to have to go in the game and put this stuff together. That's all there is to it. I'm going to have to do a video and do all this stuff so you could take a look at it. And I'm sure right now a bunch of YouTubers like Cage and probably Game Edge and probably maybe Army Monstrong if she's doing this stuff. I know, there's probably a few gamers who are looking at this and already going to put this stuff together so you guys can take a look at it and get an idea of how it's supposed to work. Hopefully you're not in winter in your game. If you're in winter in your game, man, you gotta jump to this stuff and get stuff done, or you might be in big trouble in the next 3 days. Okay, changes in balancing. Change. Birds no longer give meat. Oh, that's a bummer. They should give meat, but it should be a reduced amount of meat. It should give us the reduced amount of nutrition as comparison to boar meat, bear meat, and fish meat. I think boar and fox meat. I mean, fox shouldn't give us as much meat as. I mean, they don't give us as much meat. It's just birds. Well, birds, yeah, definitely smarter than foxes. All right. Change. If holding logs, you can no longer jump. Okay. Changed. Added more movement to water in lakes and rivers. Okay. Changed. Rope max stack is now 25, up from 15 previously. And there was, for me, I've seen bugs where I was able to stack up to 20 at certain times. Don't ask me how it happened. It just happened. You know, there's little bugs here and there. It's just maybe you guys have seen that stuff too. Changed. Reduce winter jacket heat from 20 to 10. Oh, that bastard. Changed. Reduce snow pants heat from 15 to 10. Okay, we got to make snow pants. Changed. Snow pants recipe now requires 20 plant fiber and 12 feathers. Needed cloth previously. Okay, so, all right, that's fine. That's fine. Changed. I was capping battery storage increase at 3 per second. This was resulting in a large number of solar panels and batteries not being used. I have now changed the math to something more logical. The more available income of power, the faster battery storage fills up. All right. Sounds good. Hey, I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. All right. Change. Less rain and snow. Ah, rain, man. I need that for my plants to grow. All right. Changed. Reduce size of firewood and backpacks. Size of firewood and backpacks. Okay. I found it hard to carry more than 1 to 2 at a time. No, I don't think you should reduce the size. I think it was perfect. Changed. Reduce weight of plastic from 2 to 1 pounds per unit. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense, but sounds good to me. Changed. Reduce weight of stacks from 0.5 to 0.3 pounds reduce weight of sticks from 0.5 to 0.3 pounds per unit. Okay, yeah, I guess I don't know how much a stick weighs, but that's fine. Changed. Reduce weight of arrows from 0.5 to 0.4 pounds per unit. And then changed. Added filter buttons to the placeables tab. Okay, filters, buttons to the placeables. So you click on placeables and I guess there's a filters tab over here. Instead of seeing everything all at once, you can click on these. What I really want is when I walk up to one of the workstations, when I click on it, I want to see the filter tabs available. I want to see tabs available for what can be built in that station. So I can like click on it and look at the recipe so I can get stuff, out of my bag, make sure that sometimes it's hard to remember that I need 5 of one thing, 3 of another, and 1 of this other thing to be able to have that up there so I can look at it while I'm placing the item on the workstation and building it would be freaking awesome. I think. That's just my opinion. Bug fixes. Fix lower resolution UI issues fixed. Okay. Fixed. Could jump while crouched. Well, why can't I jump while crouched? I could do it. Anybody could do it, but it's not natural anyway. Okay. Pressing escape while sleeping would result in the player not being able to wake up. Oh, okay. So somebody figured out how to break something. Good. Good for you guys figuring that stuff out. Right-clicking on food to bring up the eat option and dragging said item to another container while still holding down the right click would allow you to eat the item even if moved. Player would eat and also get the item in the other container like a duplication bug. Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know that. I didn't know. I wouldn't do that, you know. I wouldn't try to naturally cheat. Okay. But no, but people are trying to figure these things out. That's what us alpha testers are. You guys are supposed to find these things. You're supposed to figure out how to get around it without hacking the game, without physically going in and changing the code. That's going to be against most user acceptance terms. You're not supposed to mess with the code. Okay, on game load, if it was snowing, water would fill in the basin. Okay, if it's snowing, water would fill in the basin. But why wouldn't snow fill in the basin? Why wouldn't it just be snow and then ice? I mean, the water in the basin should freeze unless I get that inside somewhere where it's hot. Did it say the water would freeze in the basin unless we brought it inside? Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Where is it? Okay. All right. All right. I don't know if it said anything about that. I can't remember if it said that. I just know that we need to bring our plant beds inside and keep them warm. Okay. All right. Fixed water basin would sometimes fill when raining if under a roof. Okay, yeah, it shouldn't fill if it's under a roof. Okay, fixed. A bug where sometimes there would be unlimited water in the water basin. Yes, I have currently a basin at my Walden base that has infinite water, and I have another water basin in my Vanby base that I took over that also has unlimited water in the water basin. It doesn't show there actually being water. The doesn't show that there is water within the basin, but I can just keep getting water out of it. So that's good. That makes sense. Okay, could not repair the shelter with planks and hammers. Okay, fix. Could not repair a shelter with planks and hammer. Okay, fix. Could not snap ramps to foundations if the foundations were built very high. All right. All right. So we got a lot of changes in the game, you guys. So I'm planning to go in and I'm going to try to get this update to upgrade for the saw bench. I'm going to try to grab this mineral extractor and make this coal heater. And hopefully it's not winter in the game for me, because if it's winter in the game, then we'll see what it's like. Because again, winter only lasts like 3, maybe 4 days because of how fast the seasons go, which is fine because I'm sure that in time the developer will start to stretch that stuff out. Remember, this is an alpha. In all likelihood, some of the stuff is the way it is because the developer wants to see us play within this. And little by little, the alpha is going to start changing things. Winters will be longer. The day probably will be longer. Hopefully. I mean, the days, in my opinion, go by too short, but that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's the way it should be. Yeah, like I'm playing Subsistence right now, and that game's from 2016, I believe. And the days are barely 30 minutes long. Real word, 30 minutes, you and my minutes. I did some math. Where is it? Yeah, I did some math here. Where is it? Okay, I don't have it. I don't have it right before me, but um, game time in subsistence goes so incredibly fast, like unrealistically, unbelievably. I don't think the game should go. The time in the game should be like regular your my time necessarily. I don't think so, but subsistence, the game goes way too fast. I mean, I barely have 30 minutes to get out in the game, get whatever I want done, and then get back before it's too dark to even see in front of my face in the game. Okay, so that's it. This video is almost 19 minutes, almost 20 minutes long. I'm going to post this, and then I'm going to go in the game, and we're going to do a video, and we're going to try to throw some of this stuff together if it's not winter, because I can't remember what time of the year it is in that game. And then we'll get prepared for winter and see what the whole winter experience is like. All right? So, thanks guys for watching. Let's get in there. Let's start experiencing this content. Let's create videos. If you want to create a video, if you want to help your channel, I'm a very small channel. If you post links to like your videos and your channel and things that you're doing, I'm fine with that. It's cool. I don't have a problem with it. You know, I'm a very small channel. You're probably not gonna, probably hardly gonna get any exposure if you put links to your videos in my channel. But you know, as long as it's not links to adult content somewhere, like I do get sometimes. That's cool. That's cool. Let's go ahead, share content and everything. You know. All right, so that's it for this video right now. Thanks for watching, guys, and later, dudes.